Well, now, I see a lot of times, are great for exercise. And I see a lot of times they have like hundreds of people doing exercise, and they go real slow,
Tai Chi.
move slow. Now, what's the scoop on that?
That's kind of that's one of Chinese martial arts called Tai Chi.
Martial, yeah, but they don't beat each other up. Martial arts over here, they beat them, kick them, and bite
Well,
them.
actually, when you see those very slow motion like this
Yes.
and this, but actually it's with great power in it. It really can beat people with that slow motion.
What do you mean, like? Well, I'm going slow motion, but I'm pulling my muscles
But you
together.
could feel that air going between your movements, you know. So that is how they get that power.
You create power by slow movements.
Yeah, right, because you got that air flowing around you. It's a little different. But the basically originally when people have that Tai Chi, that slow motion.
They're building up strength. Is
Right,
that-
correct, yeah.
I
So
didn't
to
know that.
keep you healthy.
I think I'll do that. When I get up in the morning, I'm going to go real slow. Right.
That's how I go every morning, real slow.
Oh, yeah? I see they go like this, they go out like that. And
It's
now-
like when they do yoga. Yoga is kind
Yes,
of
it's
slow
almost the same.
motion,
Is
right?
that
But also can build your
is
strength,
yoga
build
the
up your
Chinese
strength.
thing? Is it?
No, I think yoga is more Indian
Indian.
Right.
Oh, yeah, they sit there go like that, yeah.
meditation,
Right.
yeah.
Hey, you're pretty smart. Tell me something about your education now.
Well,
What's your education?
I had all my education K to 12 and
Where?
K to 12 and college education in
What
China.
college did you go to?
In China, I went to a teacher's college. So that is the college. They help you to make to get future teachers for
Teacher
China.
license, yeah.
Yeah,
And
teacher
where else?
license.
And then you got some other.
Yeah, and then after that, I went to the England,
England, London.
University of York, not London, very
York.
close to London, York.
Yeah. York.
I got my master degree there for
what?
educational studies.
Yeah. Education. Like a
Studies.
teacher.
Right, as educators, yeah.
And what do you like best? What of your teaching skills?
I like the communication with students, and then
Communication.
yeah, and then students they come in with different background, different culture, and when they come in, we share our differences and the similarities,
Different.
and then let them know you can appreciate the different culture as well.
That's good. John, your background.
I just love to celebrate every culture. I got to tell you that right now because I'm a party guy, and I'll celebrate Chinese New Year or
Right,
U.S.
right,
New Year,
right.
anybody's New Year.
Like
Any
St.
kind
Joseph's
of
Day, St.
festivals.
Patrick's Day.
They're all great for me.
4th of July,
anything,
right.
sit down, have some good food, some good drink.
But I met you the first time. You were teaching down in Erdenheim with what's that, intermediate school.
Yeah, I spent 32
And you
years.
used to come to Cisco's restaurant in Flowertown.
Flowertown,
and
yeah,
the hoagies and seps
yeah,
and
yeah.
cheesesteaks. Right, and then you went to intermediate school here in East Norton, right?
Right, we moved our offices over to Norristown here. I spent 32 years with Montgomery County Intermediate Unit.
What you had to do with the
Technology, distance learning specialist, and
and how did you two get together on exchange? How's that work out? How'd you drop the seed?
In 1995, part of my charge with the Montgomery County Intermediate Unit was to help Perkiomen Valley School District facilitate an exchange program with China. That took about a year to get through the process. In China, you have to get permission from the higher government in order to ever do an exchange program outside the country. So it took me about a year to work through the process of getting the proper approvals. And then in 1996, I took a delegation from Perk Valley down to Guangzhou, China, to facilitate that exchange, which resulted in reciprocal visits of students from China up to Perk Valley and that's actually how I met Chen Yan, because Chen Yan was the teacher at that
This
school.
is your own company, right?
Well, this is after it was shortly after 9/11 that I decided that I had to do something, because people are just not getting along and understanding other cultures.
Right.
And so I had the means, and I had the connections, and I had the credibility to do it. So in 2002, we incorporated and founded International Partnerships in Education, whose goal is only to build the bridges of peace, understanding through cultural exchange programs. So
how do you communicate to ask people to join, or how do you connect, or what's your, do you advertise,
we have
a fundraiser? How do you
No,
handle
no,
it with
no.
money or anything?
yeah,
Tell me something about that.
I think all our teachers, they are volunteers.
You get paid to do something?
No, we
we do
just,
it for love.
yeah.
Oh, love is so sweet in the springtime when roti da 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 da.
We do it
da.
because we can, and
Go ahead.
therefore we should.
You gotta have that green folding stuff too, you know. Go ahead. Hey, wait a minute. Tell me something about your family.
My
you Got a
family?
brothers? You have any brothers?
Yeah, I have two brothers,
Yeah.
older
One's in
than
Canada?
you. Correct.
Tell
yeah.
what's he do?
Yeah, he's an engineer doing, currently he's doing TV technical support.
TV?
Yeah, making
Yeah.
TV.
When he comes over, get on my show. Yeah.
He can make a TV for you.
Yeah. Well, I wish he would. Come on. Hey, John, we got another guy here. Right, how about the other brother?
The other one is a dentist. He's currently in Beijing.
dentist? Where's he at?
Doing your teeth. In Beijing,
In China.
China.
How's the business in China with the
Dentist.
dentists? What's anything different that they do over here?
It's getting better now. You know, in the past years, people didn't pay so much attention to their teeth health. But now, with the higher, more popular education, more and more people are paying
Are
more
taking care of their
attention to the
teeth,
oral
yeah.
health. Yeah, taking care of the teeth. So they're doing pretty good now.
You know, there's one thing about the Chinese culture. They're worried about their body, their exercise, their variations of food. You know, tell me something about the food for New Year's, traditional food. You got some stuff here.
Yeah, I think.
Oh my God, you got New Year's Eve cake, right?
Yeah, New Year cake is something that you have to eat for the Chinese New Year, because in Chinese the pronunciation is 年糕. 年 means year, 高 means tall, high. So when you eat this food, that means every year you will step onto a higher level.
You mean,
That means either your study,
status level,
your
or
status,
growth?
It's not the growth, but just your lifestyle,
Your achievement.
Oh.
Yeah,
your
maybe you get a
achievement.
promotion
Oh,
in
get
the
the
work.
better
Yeah,
high
your
muckety muck.
achievement.
Yeah,
Yeah,
get up there.
yeah,
Yeah.
get a higher level.
Yeah, you get the high muckety muck, you know, just like the guy says, I don't know. Well, go ahead. Now tell me about the other. I forgot about that. The other one, how about
Yeah.
dumpling? Dumpling. What's the
Dumplings,
scoop?
I think you're very familiar with, that you can get all the time in the restaurant here. But it's a tradition in China, like dumplings is in the shape of the ancient Chinese money. I think we get someone here, so. This is the shape, this one is the shape of the traditional the ancient money.
Oh,
In
money.
ancient times. So dumplings is in the shape of this ancient money. So that means why you have it, because you have it and then you can have money in the new
Well,
year.
you eat the dumpling and you have money.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
I don't know. There's a joke on the end of that, but I won't discuss
that's
that.
that's how it comes. Yeah.
How about fish? What's the scoop on fish?
Fish. The pronunciation of fish is 鱼. 鱼.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got that. So it has the same pronunciation, which means you have extra left. So that means every year you have fish. That means every year you have something left. You don't finish using everything. So you
Surplus.
have
Oh,
surplus.
Yeah.
Extra.
So
I like
yeah,
that.
you have
I
some
like that. I like
extra
fish
left,
too.
so you can continue to use all these things in the new year.
Well-
so that means you are having a wealthy life.
Well, let me tell you something. You take back to China.
Uh-huh.
You eat macaroni on New Year's Eve, and you won't have no problems for the rest of the year. That's
Really?
an Italian tradition. Okay. We have the 7 fishes on Christmas Eve. You know, so we have our tradition. So I love the tradition. Noodles. Noodles in the soup.
Noodles, yeah, noodles.
I like that. And you know what? Noodles, chicken noodle soup. When I go there, and I say I want a container of noodles. Somebody's sick because they think that everybody think chicken soup is supposed to be good
That's
for
right.
a cold.
That's right.
And every time I go, somebody sick? Yeah, okay. I have a cold. Okay, good. Go ahead.
Well, that's
that
the
a traditional
same.
thing?
That's the
Same,
same. In China, when people get sick, they also have chicken soup.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
the
working
same.
over here in the United States too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But
How about-
but this noodles is a little different from that chicken noodle soup. So it's long.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
long. That's longevity soup, noodles.
That's what I asked the girl. I said, well, why is that? It's so long. She says it means long life.
That's right.
Correct.
So
yeah.
when I cook my macaroni now, I don't break it. A long life. I'm 89 years old. I'm going to go a little longer. I don't know how long. Who cares?
You're 89 years
I'm
old,
just
Hank?
around here. How about rice balls?
Rice ball is actually for the last day celebration.
Oh, the last stage. So
yeah.
everything's like a
Lantern's Day.
tradition.
It's for this Lantern's Day.
Oh, okay.
Lantern's Day.
Right.
So it is round and it's sweet. So so that day actually, in the ancient time, the girls in China, they were only allowed to go out of the house on Lantern's Day.
Oh.
So that was considered one of Chinese Valentine's Day.
All right. The last thing is now it's for arthritis. Now these there and when you put these here. It's you.
These are healthy balls. Healthy balls could come in small shape and like your big shape like this. You put both of them in one hand and play with it, like roll it up.
And that's for arthritis hands. Right?
Yeah. So that actually because of your hand, both of your hand, you have that pressure points connected to different part of your body organ. So when you do this, it kind of massage the pressure points. So that's good for your health.
Okay, well, the half hour is over, and I want to say one thing. You mentioned about all that food. Now, in Italian tradition, if you get a stomach upset, you get brioche. This is brioche is like rhubarb seltzer. So you won't need this, though. Don't worry about it. Just eat, and don't worry about it. Okay, so our half hour is over, and it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure to hear all this here.
Good to
I
see you
love
again,
it.
Hank.
And we have to bring some Chinese food, and we'll sample it here. That'll be another show. So, and you use this here shooting crap if you want to. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks a lot for allowing us to come in your home and keep traditions moving, because they keep everybody happy. And so until we meet again, may God bless you. And what do they say in Chinese? God bless you, or
恭喜发财。
adios
恭
amigos.
喜发财，
What's that?
恭喜发财， 恭喜恭喜。
Okay, you heard it. Okay, thank you very much. And until we meet again, God bless each and every one, okay? And keep a song in your heart. Thank you.
Happy New Year,
Thank
Thanks
you.
again.
Thank you
Happy
very
New
much.
Year.
Wow, it's great. I think we covered everything, did we?